everyone. My name is Mrs. Helen and I'm your English teacher.
And I'm Mr. Zach and I'm your English teacher too. Welcome back to our class. This is the second lesson.
Zach, have you tasted our Georgian khachapuri, which we were talking about in the previous lesson?
I did. It was so delicious. I loved it.
Fantastic. For the next time, please try our Georgian khinkali.
Khinkali?
Khinkali.
Khinkali.
Yes.
Okay, I will.
Okay, you have to.
So for our topic today, it is free time and hobbies for General English A1+.
დღევანდელი გაკვეთილის თემა არის თავისუფალი დრო და ჰობი. ზოგადი ინგლისური დონე A1+.
So for our agenda today, we have vocabulary, reading comprehension, grammar, summing up, and our favorite part, homework.
დღევანდელი ჩვენი გაკვეთილის განრიგი გახლავთ შემდეგი: ლექსიკა, წაკითხulis გააზრება, გრამატიკა, გაკვეთილის შეჯამება და რა თქმა უნდა საშინაო დავალება.
So Helen, what do you do in your free time?
So you are asking me about my hobbies?
Exactly.
Okay, so it is very hard question, Zach, because I have a lot of hobbies, but mostly I like doing yoga, reading books, watching movies. And what about you? What do you do in your free time?
Oh, I like to do many things too in my free time. I love reading books, I love playing the guitar, and I love watching movies as well.
Great, fantastic.
So now we will discuss our vocabulary for this lesson, and we will go through them one by one a little later on.
Okay.
So our first one is go to the gym.
როგორც ზაკმა გვითხრა, სპორტულ დარბაზში წასვლა.
And next is do gardening.
მებაღეობა.
And next is do yoga.
იოგის ვარჯიში.
And after that, it's play the guitar.
როგორც ზაკმა გვითხრა, გიტარაზე დაკვრა.
And next after that is play volleyball.
ფრენბურთის თამაში.
And lastly is go camping.
და ბოლო, კემპინგზე წასვლა.
So let's go through them one more time. So firstly, it's go to the gym.
როგორც ზაკმა გვითხრა, სპორტულ დარბაზში სიარული.
I love going to the gym. It's such a healthy thing for everyone to do.
It's a great activity, very healthy one. And what do we have next on the slide, Zach?
We have do gardening.
მებაღეობა, როგორც ზაკმა გვითხრა.
And I know my parents love to do gardening in the evening when it's cool.
Oh, great. And what do we have next?
And next we have do yoga.
იოგის ვარჯიში. And it is my favorite activity.
Oh yeah, I remember. You told me before.
Yes, sure. And what is the next one, Zach?
And next is play the guitar.
გიტარაზე დაკვრა, როგორც ზაკმა გვითხრა.
And I love to play the guitar. It's so much fun to make music. I've been playing for so long.
Great. And the next one
Is play volleyball.
ფრენბურთის თამაში.
And I try to play all the time, every day, because it's so much fun.
Zach, you know I don't know how to play volleyball. Can you teach me someday?
Yes, I can, of course.
Okay, thank you. And what is the next one?
And lastly, it's go camping.
როგორც ზაკმა გვითხრა, კემპინგზე წასვლა. And it is my favorite activity. Do you remember?
I do. You told me before.
So I often go camping with my family members and with my friends.
Fantastic. That sounds wonderful. So, have you noticed before every activity there was a verb like to play, to do, and to go?
როგორც ზაკმა უკვე აღნიშნა, თითოეული აქტივობა უკავშირდება ზმნებს, როგორიც არის play, go and do.
So for our first vocabulary activity, please put the phrases into the correct columns.
ლექსიკის ამ დავალებისთვის ჩასვით ფრაზები სწორ სვეტებში.
So Helen, do you know which activities go into the first go column?
I remember the first one. It was go camping.
Exactly right.
Because it was my favorite activity.
Great.
But I don't remember the second one.
No.
Can we ask our friends?
Let's ask them.
Can you help me and tell me which activity goes in the go column? Exactly. It's go to the gym.
Exactly. Great job.
And Zach, can you tell me which activities goes in the play column?
Sure. So I remember one is one of my favorite activities, and that's play the guitar. Do you remember?
Well done, yes.
Yeah. But the second one, I can't remember. Can you please help me, friends? Can you please tell me which other activity goes into the play column? Oh, exactly right. Great job. It's play volleyball.
Exactly.
And Helen, can you do the last column, the do column?
Yes, of course. So the first activity will be do yoga because it is my favorite activity again. And I also remember the second activity. It was do gardening, your parents' favorite activity.
That's right. They love to garden all the time. Great job. So let's go through the answers one more time. So in the first column was to go camping and to go to the gym. And after, in the play column, is play the guitar, my favorite activity, and play volleyball. And in the last do column is to do yoga and do gardening.
Your parents' favorite activity.
That's right. So for our first vocabulary task, please match the correct phrases with the correct pictures.
ლექსიკის ამ დავალებისთვის დაუკავშირეთ ფოტოები ფრაზებს.
So Helen, what do you think is happening in the first photo up there?
I see a gym and the answer should be go to the gym.
Exactly. And I love going to the gym. You get so big and strong. That's why I'm so tall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I will try more.
And for the next one, what about that one?
I think it's play volleyball.
Exactly right. And I love playing volleyball, and I will teach you. And I won't forget.
You don't forget about that.
And for the third one?
It's do gardening.
Exactly right.
Your parents' favorite activity.
Yeah, they don't stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. And what about the fourth picture, Zach?
I know this one because it's my favorite activity and I must always play, and it's play the guitar.
And you have to teach me.
Oh, I will try my best.
Thank you. Oh, and what about the next picture?
Oh, I know this one because I know it's your favorite activity and it's do yoga.
Exactly, Zach. And here we go.
And
what is the next one?
I don't remember what it is. Maybe we should ask our friends.
For sure.
So do you know what the sixth picture is? Oh, that's right. It's go camping. And I know you go camping as much as possible with your friends and family.
Good memory, Zach.
Oh,
you
thank
have.
you. And now let's go over the answers one more time. So the first one is go to the gym. And secondly, it's play volleyball. And after that is do gardening. And the fourth one is play the guitar, my favorite. And the next one is do yoga, and it's Helen's favorite. And lastly, it's go camping.
My favorite activity again.
Exactly right.
Now it's time for reading comprehension. Zach, what do you see on this screen?
I see Nick, Mary, and Tom, our friends.
Can you tell us some more information about Nick?
Sure. So I remember that Nick, he isn't so busy. So he plays a lot of sports. And also he plays so much volleyball and he goes to the gym often. And what can you tell me about Mary?
That Mary is also our best friend. Her hobby is do gardening, and she usually does gardening in the evening. Mary is also interested in doing yoga, and she usually does yoga in her garden.
Wow.
And what about Tom?
What I remember about Tom is that he loves the outdoors and he goes camping very often. And he never forgets to bring his guitar because he's so good at it and he loves to play for his friends.
Thank you, Zach. You are very informative, you know?
So for our first reading comprehension test, are the sentences here true or false?
წაკითხulis გააზრების ამ დავალებისთვის გადავწყვიტოთ სწორია თუ არა წინადადებები.
So Helen, for the first one, Nick likes sports. Is that true or false?
I think it's true. What do you think?
I think it's true too.
Because from the text, I remember that Nick likes sport.
Exactly right. Fantastic. And what about for the second one, that Nick usually plays football? Is that true or false?
I remember from the text that Nick usually plays volleyball and not football. So this sentence is false.
Exactly right.
And what about third sentence, Zach? What do you think about it?
Mary is not interested in yoga. I can't remember. Maybe we should ask our friends.
For sure.
So is it true or false that Mary is not interested in yoga? Oh, exactly right. It's false because I know that she loves to do yoga.
Fantastic, Zach. What about fourth sentence, Zach?
Yeah, Mary's hobby is gardening. I believe that's true because I know she loves to do yoga and garden, and she does yoga in her garden.
Exactly, Zach. Well done. And we have the last sentence here. What do you think?
Tom takes the guitar when he goes camping. I believe that's definitely true because he never forgets to bring his guitar.
Great job, Zach.
And now let's go over the answers one more time. So the first one, Nick likes sports. That is true. And the second one, Nick usually plays football. That's false because he loves to play volleyball. And number 3, Mary is not interested in yoga. That's false because we know that she loves yoga. And 4, Mary's hobby is gardening. And that is definitely true because she loves to garden. And the last one, 5, Tom takes the guitar when he goes camping. And that is definitely true because he never forgets to bring it.
Well done.
So now for the grammar part. Do you remember from our last lesson that we discussed the affirmative of the verb to be? Now we will discuss the negative form of the verb to be.
როგორც გახსოვთ, წინა გაკვეთილზე ჩვენ განვიხილეთ ყოფნაზმნის მტკიცებითი ფორმა. ახლა განვიხილოთ ყოფნაზმნის უარყოფითი ფორმა.
So, do you remember from the text that Tom is not a volleyball player and Nick is not a gardener? So, for some examples of the negative form of the verb to be, I am not a gardener. You are not a gardener. He, she, it is not a gardener. We are not gardeners. And they are not gardeners. So please remember that this is negative, so we must put the not after the verb to be.
როგორც აკმა უკვე აღნიშნა, to be-ს მნას ვუმატებთ not ნაწილაკს უარყოფით ფორმაში. ეკრანზე ნაჩვენები მაგალითები კი გახლავთ ყოფნას მნის ვრცელი ფორმები.
And now for a few examples of the negative form of the verb to be, but in its short form. So, I'm not a gardener. You're not a gardener. He, she, it isn't a gardener. We're not gardeners. And they're not gardeners.
როგორც საკმა უკვე გითხრა, ეკრანზე მითითებული მაგალითები წარმოადგენენ to be-ს მნის უარყოფითი ფორმის შემოკლებულ ვერსიებს.
So now let's start with the interrogative form of the verb to be.
ახლა კი განვიხილოთ ყოფნას მნის კითხვითი ფორმა.
So, is Nick a sportsman? Yes, he is. No, he is not. And for a few more examples, am I a sportsman? Are you a sportsman? Is he, she, it a sportsman? Are we sportsmen? Are they sportsmen? So please do remember to put the verb to be at the beginning of the sentence to make it a question.
როგორც საკმა გითხრა, კითხვით ფორმაში ყოფნას მნა გადმოდის წინადადების თავში.
So for our next grammar practice task, please put the verbs to be into the correct form.
გრამატიკის ამ დავალებისთვის ჩასვით ზმნა to be სწორ ფორმაში.
Fantastic. So, Ellen, can you please do the first one for me?
For sure. So I see that we have I here, and I know that it is singular number and it is the first person. That's why we need here am.
Exactly.
But also I see here that it is a negative sentence. So we have to say I am not French.
Am
I right?
You are totally right. Great job.
Thank you.
And for the second one, can you help me with it?
Oh, it's a question, yes? Okay, I see here you, and I know that with you we use are, and it is also interrogative, and it should be like that. Are you from England? Yes, I am.
Great job. That's so good.
Thank you. And what about the third sentence, Zach? What do you think?
I think I can do it. So, are they university students? No, they are not.
Well done, Zach.
Because for the first sentence, it's a question, so you put the verb to the front, and then it's also they is plural, so you use are. So for number 3, I know it is are they university students because they is plural, so you use are, and it's also a question, so you move the verb to the beginning of the sentence.
Great job,
And for the
Zach.
next sentence, no, they are not, because again, they is plural, and you use are, and it's also a negative answer, so you use not.
Fantastic.
So, are they university students? No, they are not.
Now, what about the fourth sentence, Zach?
I think this was a little difficult for me. Maybe we can ask our friends there.
For sure.
So what do you think, friends? Jack blank from Georgia. And we have to make it negative. What do you think? Oh, exactly right. Good job.
Great job.
Jack is not from Georgia.
For sure.
So Jack is singular and third person, so you use is, and it's also negative. So you say Jack is not from Georgia.
Fantastic, Zach. And you have got one more sentence there.
I think I can do it. So we are not sportsmen. So we is plural. So again, we use are. and we have to make it negative, so we use the not. So we are not sportsmen.
Great job, Zach.
So let's go over the answers one more time.
For sure.
So 1, I am not French. And number 2, are you from England? Yes, I am. And number 3, are they university students? And the answer, no, they are not. And for 4, Jack is not from Georgia. And the last one, 5, we are not sportsmen.
Fantastic, Zach.
Thank you. So now let's sum everything up that we've learned, all of the activities. So let's go through them one more time. So the first one is go to the gym.
როგორც საკმა გითხრა, სპორტულ დარბაზში სიარული.
Why I'm so tall. And do gardening.
მებაღეობა and your parents' favorite activity.
Exactly, especially in the evening.
Yes.
And do yoga.
იოგის ვარჯიში. My favorite activity.
You need to teach me sometime.
Of course, for sure.
And play the guitar.
გიტარაზე დაკვრა and it is your favorite activity.
I do it all the time, like Tom.
Like Tom.
And next is play volleyball.
ფრენბურთის თამაში.
And I play it as much as I can.
And do you remember
Oh,
that?
I'm going to help you, don't worry.
Thank you very much.
And lastly is go camping.
და ბოლოს კემპინგზე წასვლა.
And I know you try to go camping as much as possible.
For sure.
Yes. So for our last section, especially since it's the best section, is the homework. So please write about your hobby according to the example below.
ახლა კი საშინაო დავალების დროა. გთხოვთ დაწეროთ თქვენი ჰობის შესახებ ქვემოთ მოცემული მაგალითის მიხედვით. Zach, can you show us an example how can we do this activity?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm Zach. My hobby is reading books. I'm not a sportsman, but I try to play volleyball a lot. And sometimes I do yoga in the evening since you're going to teach me. And I also play the guitar very, very well. And I usually try to hang out with my friends during my free time.
Well done.
And Helen, can you please give us an example too?
Of course, now it's easy for me to do. So I am Helen, and you know it.
Yeah, of course.
My hobby is doing yoga, and I usually do yoga 3 times a week. I am also interested in reading, dancing, watching television, and I sometimes go camping with my friends and family members.
Awesome.
How was it?
Oh, that was a great example, Helen.
Thank you very much.
So please send your homework to the address on the screen.
საშინაო დავალებები გამოაგზავნეთ ეკრანზე მითითებულ მისამართზე. Zach, what do you think? That is all for today.
I think so too, yes.
I think so too. Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. See you next time.
See you soon.